tell you something. This is really going to freak you out.
Okay.
So remember that dream you told me about with the drunk old ladies?
Drunk old ladies?
You haven't heard this?
No.
Oh my god. So, he's at a bar.
Let me tell it, okay? This was a dream, mind you. So, I'm stumbling out of a bar with this group of old ladies. They're like in their 70s. They all happen to be former prostitutes. Apparently they were having some sort of girls' night out reunion or something. I don't know how I got involved with them. The dream didn't show me that part. I wish I could have seen what happened. I think we got kicked out. Anyway, we're stumbling out of the bar, drunk, laughing, having a good time. And even though they were senior citizens, they still dressed like they were 20 and still working. Some could barely walk in their stilettos, others had smeared their excessive makeup. So we all pile into what looks like a Chrysler from the 80s. I get to ride shotgun with two ladies squeezed in between me and the driver. The rest cram into the back seat. Now, I reach for the seatbelt, and I find a dollar bill tucked in the shoulder harness. What's this for, I ask. We were playing stripper, says one, and they all cackle hilariously. So the driver starts the car and immediately drives up onto the sidewalk. After a few yards, she swerves back out into the street, narrowly missing some parked cars. I'm terrified, but the ladies in the back seat are having the time of their lives. Soon, the driver begins to fade and is unable to properly steer the car. We're drifting in between lanes. Meanwhile, the ladies next to me have already passed out, so I'm struggling to reach over the slumped bodies and grab the wheel. I'm thinking we should be okay as long as the driver eases off the accelerator as she passes out, allowing me to steer us to the side of the road. Suddenly, we're in the middle of a snowstorm. The car loses control and crashes into a snowbank. That's the end.
That's wild. So, what were you? A pimp for old ladies?
Yeah, I guess that's what the P in AARP stands for.
Did you die?
No, it transitioned to another scene. Well, you know how dreams are. Only it wasn't much of a transition. I was in the passenger seat of a crashed car in a snowy wooded area. But my grandmother was in the driver's seat.
You were pimping your grandmother?
No, my grandma was not in the first part of the dream.
I mean, I've had falling dreams and I've had dreams where I couldn't speak, but never, ever have I had my grandmother's a horror dream.
My grandma's not a whore!
As far as you know.
Enough about his grandmother. Now, here's the freaky part. So I was watching these possession movies. Seems like there are a dime a dozen these days, so I really wasn't paying that close attention. This guy was explaining to these doctors or scientists or whatever about a dream he had. He said he dreamed that he was hanging out with a small group of old ladies, and they were drinking. When I heard that part, I froze. I was like, that's Nathan's dream. But then, the expert said, and wait for this, a dream like that is a sign of demon possession.
Get out!
Is that true?
That's what the movie said. I've never researched dream analysis or demon possession myself, but I totally got a chill when they said it. I thought, is Nathan possessed by a demon? Well, Nathan, are you?
Seriously? It's ridiculous. Of course not. I mean, well, not that I know of.
But how would you know?
Very true. And most likely, you would lie to hide your demonic identity, right?
Oh, come on, it's me. I mean, have you noticed any strange behavior? Do I go into trances, maybe spin my head around? Do I speak in strange voices?
You mean other than the Kermit the Frog voice?
You love it when I sing Rainbow Connection at karaoke.
You are more Muppet than monster, but I still have my own. Speaking of monsters, it's about time for Mrs. Rowdybush's appointment. I don't know what she eats before she comes in here, but every time I'm shampooing her hair, that gassy broad lets out the foulest stench. Like someone poured spoiled milk in a bag of wigs and tossed it onto a tire fire. God help us.
Well, I'm still on break, so I should be safe back here. You, on the other hand...
As long as Mrs. Rowdybush is out there, I am hiding back here. I can guarantee we will not have any more clients until she's gone.
Do you think it's possible that I could be... that I could have a...
It's just a movie.
But my dream.
Okay, a bizarre coincidence, I must admit.
I've heard it said there are no such things as coincidences.
Then why is there a word for them?
I have gained a little weight recently.
Recently?
The timing of the weight gain in the dream could be pretty close.
Could be close. Try not even close.
Could this be demon fat?
What?
Maybe when the spirit entity enters, it causes displacement, making my cells expand, making me bulge, or maybe making me eat more because I'm eating for two. It's not funny!
Now do you hear the words coming out of your mouth? Eating for two?
Like I'm pregnant. Maybe a demon child has been implanted within me. How would that work? How can I give birth? I'm not built for that. I guess I'd know for sure when I start lactating demon milk. It's like some dark, twisted version of the virgin birth. Only this is no miracle. This horror is no Messiah. It's a Messiah spelled backwards. I can't even see the spelling for that in my head.
Okay, whoa, Nathan, buddy, you need to relax. Take a deep breath. Okay? You with me? Okay. You've been the same size since I met you. Nothing is making you gain weight.
How can I trust you?
Excuse me?
How do I know you're not trying to lull me and my demon into a false sense of security, then throw a pillowcase over my head, hit me with a brick, and toss me down a well?
Oh, for God's sakes. Stop it! Oh. Okay. How long have we known each other?
2, maybe 3 years.
Yes, 3 years. And in that time, have we been friends for most, if not all of it?
Is this a trick question? Yes, we've been friends.
Let's try not to sound too happy about it.
I'm sorry, but when the one has a demonic spirit residing in one's body, it does exactly put one in a festive mood.
You are not! Where did we meet?
Insist on dragging me down memory lane.
Oh, kicking and screaming if I must.
What is here?
Right here? Wow. Maybe you're possessed by the spirit of Christmas yet to come.
You gave me a haircut.
Just any old haircut?
I almost forgot about that. Yeah, I had just recently moved back to the area. My Aunt Eunice would always give me a free haircut, but she said she was too busy that day, so you could take care of me just fine. So I used an eraser on my head, and I happened to breathe some little cut hairs into my nostrils and I sneezed.
And I happen to take more than just a little bit off the top.
My hat never left my head in the week following that incident.
I was so embarrassed.
It wasn't your fault. And a position opened up here. I needed a job. I mean, I was really close with my aunt growing up. She'd always give me some training in the salon, on summer vacations, things like that, so she brought me on board. And with your help, I became the hairstylist extraordinaire I am today.
Hey, I only taught you how to color hair.
Made me a true artist with a wide palette.
Ah, yes, you are the Bob Ross hair coloring. Whoa. There's really no need for us to ask how it's going out there, is there?
Unbelievable. I don't know how she did it, but mothballs. Did you hear me? Mothballs. I swear I detect a hint of mothballs in her hellish effervescence tonight. It's like she was storing it away in the attic, saving it up just for me. It was like a yard sale at a sewage treatment plant.
Why don't you wear one of those surgical mask thingies?
And how am I going to explain that to her?
Tell her you're training to be a dental hygienist.
Oh no, I tell her that, and she's going to ask me to look at her teeth. There's no way I'm putting my fingers in that mouth.
It feels like my Aunt Eunice has had this place forever. Do you know what she originally wanted to call it?
Yeah, it was, it was a pun with her name in it, right?
Yeah. Unisex Salon. So my Uncle Lou shot that down. He said, what is it, a salon or a cheap whorehouse? And she said, well, as you know, I'm certainly not cheap. So she called it Snip to My Lou instead.
I love her sense of humor.
You do have a similar sense of humor. All this one time she got drunk and made up a special she wanted to run called Diet and Exorcise. She wanted to build weights into a chair so you could work out while getting your hair dyed. Of course, once she sobered up, it didn't sound so funny, so nothing ever came of it.
What a shame.
Well, this one time at Halloween, me and my cousin, we were kids. She had us play Bloody Mary in here.
Really?
Yeah, she set up a mirror with a candle and turned out the lights. When my cousin squeaked out the third Bloody Mary, there was a spray of aerosol, a whoosh of flame, and screams from my cousin. When the lights came back up, we saw my cousin had no eyebrows, and I was holding a can of hairspray. No idea how it got there. He sure was pissed at me. Funny thing is, once his eyebrows grew back, there There's a tiny white mark in the shape of a tiny handprint on his left eyebrow. Still has it to this day. Can't get rid of it.
Freaky.
There's a connection between that and my demon.
Not that again.
I can't help it.
So what are you saying now? That Bloody Mary lives inside of you?
Oh, don't be ridiculous.
Oh yes, me. I'm the one being ridiculous.
I don't know what to do.
Why don't you try the Bloody Mary thing again?
Seriously? You think it's a good idea?
I mean, what have you got to lose besides, I don't know, a couple of eyebrows?
All right. Bloody Mary. Bloody Mary.
What is going on in here?
Bloody Mary! Thank you so very much from the bottom of my heart. That was exactly what I needed.
I guess I deserve this.
You're lucky I didn't do worse. You don't want to piss off a demon. Hell, you probably enjoyed the whole thing.
Dude, you gotta let this demon thing go.
An exorcism is my only way out.
You're letting your imagination take too much control.
Maybe you're right. Maybe it's all in my head. Oh no. I feel little bumps. I think I might be growing horns.
There's nothing there.
No, those are starting. Feel them. Go on, feel them. You need to do this. What do you feel?
Your forehead.
No, here. What is this?
Your hairline.
No! I see what's going on. My demon is blinding you to the physical changes, but I can feel them. They're on the way. What will they look like? Will they grow beyond nubs? Will they get long and goat-like? Maybe grow a goatee. Maybe find myself opening a can of soup, pouring out the soup, and eating the can. But I don't have the teeth for that. I have nothing left but gums. Maybe I grow better for demon teeth. Or what if they not goat-like? What if they get they curl around like Princess Leia's buns? Well, not her buns, but her curly hairdo bun things. But the hard like stuffed cinnamon buns that have been sitting out for days. Or what if my words like rawhide chew bones? Oh, the dogs in the neighborhood would be after me, chase me down the street, a wild alpaca sink their teeth into my glorious horns. Oh, I need a bike. That might be good enough. I mean, they can still catch me. Maybe if you could buy a car, but I don't have the money. I can't rely on the transportation. I'm just be a sitting duck. I need to sit at the bus stop. My dogs counting from all sides and gnaw upon me.
Nathan! You need help.
I told you I need an exorcist.
I was thinking something more like a therapist.
What, so they had the demon lie down on the couch, talk about his feelings, his relationship with his mother, and how his childhood was just pure hell? Yeah, that sounds real helpful.
You really think you have a demon?
Have you been paying attention for the last 10 minutes?
Fine. An exorcism it is then. I mean, I don't know where to start,
Ever
but...
hear of Google?
Sit down and shut up.
She's finally gone. What's up?
I'm Googling exorcisms.
Oh, it's come to this.
It's the only way to save me.
Do we have a neighborhood exorcist?
So, according to this, all religions have their own rites and stories. You don't actually need a priest to perform them.
There's no time. We have to do this now.
I better lock the front door and put out the close sign.
Hey, Nathan, this could be a really bad idea.
Or the best idea ever.
Okay, so if you're really so possessed, wouldn't your demon not be encouraging you to do this?
There's still enough of me left in control, so that's why you have to do this ASAP.
Hey, maybe we can use this as holy water.
I don't know, doesn't it have to be blessed by a priest or something?
Oh, I got an online certification to perform marriage ceremonies.
Close enough.
Okay, I'm Googling holy water.
Put that thing away. We'll wing it. All right. Dearly beloved, we are gathered here today
You're making holy water, not holy matrimony, jeez.
Dear Lord, purify this water and make it holy for thy purpose, as well as ours. Amen.
That's it.
It worked.
That was just colder than I expected. So, what now? Don't drown me with water and your incompetence. Maybe you should have sent for a priest. Once you act like a man, you sure can't do a man's job.
Oh, no, you didn't. I cast you out! In the name of my aching back, because I've had a long day, and I want to go home, and I'm tired of your shit. Nathan, get your head out of your ass, and come back to Earth. And all God's children said, Amen.
Me? Oh, jeez. Okay. Nathan? Nathan, are you okay?
Have cats been in here? The floor tastes like cats. Did I really insist you perform an exorcism on me? I did some pretty nasty things too, didn't I? I'm sorry I got carried away.
I've known you long enough to know that that wasn't you. If not a demon, then your mind saying what you thought a demon should say.
Well, I feel better now. And I think you have a new nickname for your left hand.
The Exorcist?
I was thinking the hand of God, but that works too.
Maybe I should try it out with Mrs. Rowdybush. It would not surprise me if her bowels came from the devil.
And your aunt could have a new special. Diet and exorcise. Right?
Buddy.